Vegetables for breakfast? What? Let's talk on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello, and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz, and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right by my side. If you're watching us on YouTube, welcome. We're so excited you're here. If you are a regular listener, we love you. We love that you continue to hang out with us every week. And if you're a first-time listener, we welcome you. Please check out our library. We have over 500 episodes out there. Lots of great still pertinent information, even though some of them date back to over 10 years ago. All right. So vegetables for breakfast. That's a great topic, actually.
I had somebody that wanted us to talk about this.
Yeah, I think it's a great topic.
They're like, how can you eat vegetables for breakfast?
It's a mindset, right? It's That's a mindset right. Because, well, we're in America. We're in the United States, okay? So growing up, you did not eat vegetables for breakfast, all right? You ate
cereal.
You know, whether it was cold cereal or hot cereal, like oatmeal, you ate cereal.
Bacon and eggs,
hash brown, right?
Pancakes, waffles.
Yeah, now you're
talking. Breakfast.
That's breakfast. All right, that's the standard American breakfast. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, donuts.
For breakfast. Bagels and cream cheese.
Croissants. Pastries.
Yes, pastries.
Yeah. Actually, that's the continental breakfast, right?
That's right.
Yeah, whenever we travel and see continental breakfast at a hotel.
Or fruit and yogurt.
Oh, yeah, fruit and yogurt.
A lot of people do fruit and yogurt breakfast.
Okay, so wait. So are you telling me nobody does like broccoli, florets, and hummus?
No.
Celery and...
no.
Peanut butter?
Not for breakfast.
No. Tomatoes and cucumber salad?
Nope.
No.
Not for breakfast.
Yeah. But I will tell you that it is actually quite the amazing breakfast. And actually, I think definitely what is a very trendy breakfast that's getting closer to vegetables is avocado toast. Okay?
That's right.
I mean, avocado toast started popping up on menus at breakfast places like everywhere in the last, I don't know, I'm going to say in the last few years, because I remember us going out to breakfast, every weekend when we first got married, like 20 years ago, and avocado toast was not on the menu. Okay. We were ordering country fried steak and, eggs and bacon and potatoes. There you have it.
Yeah.
But then avocado toast started to come out and you started to see it more. And now, you go to places for breakfast and you'll see a quinoa bowl for breakfast. So it's getting there. It's getting there. I know growing up, my mother, there was a period of time where my mom was kind of reversed things and wanted to do a heavier meal in the morning to get us going and then do something light in the evening. And so she actually started feeding us rice and beans in the morning with a salad. And I just remember,
Mommy.
I know, Mommy. I just remember being like,
okay.
Like, the wheels in my head just kind of came to a halt. And it was like, what is going on here? And then she explained that she wanted us to have a real hearty, good breakfast. And that from now on, that was going to be our main meal. And then we're like, well, what about at dinner time?
What about our Captain Crunch?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But
so then did you eat the rice and beans at dinner time too?
So no, we would eat something lighter.
Oh, okay.
Like she would make a fruit salad.
Okay.
Again,
wow.
Hi,
mommy.
She would make fruit salad, but I don't remember that lasting for a long time. I think that we did that, I don't know. I don't know, maybe a few months, and then we kind of slowly started transitioning back because, in the morning when we're all getting ready for school and they were getting ready for work. I mean, kind of hard to like really sit down at the table and for a meal. right?
Eat your rice and beans.
I mean, we can barely get our kids to eat breakfast. We're like, can we make you a piece of toast with peanut butter? And they take it with them, and so it's a little bit more challenging. The mornings are a little more hectic. And so it is a little more challenging. But when Tina and I started on this journey 15 years ago, 15 plus years ago, we did start making some changes and how, well, we made a ton of changes, a lot of changes. And we learned a lot of things. One of the things we learned about was something called a zippy breakfast, which is so good. Oh my goodness, so good. And basically it's rice, you put in cut up diced tomatoes and diced cucumbers, and you mix it up, and you put some olive oil and some Bragg's amino acids, which is like a healthy soy sauce, and season it up. And it's so good. It's so good. And it's so good for you.
Well, the main thing we learned was trying to eat more vegetables throughout the day and starting your day with vegetables, which again is crazy for people to even think about because of our, like you said, the standard American breakfast. So that first meal of the day, like when we're trying to teach people to eat healthier, I think that first meal of the day is the one that's the most challenging for people because they typically aren't eating vegetables for breakfast, but it's actually not as hard as you might think to eat vegetables for breakfast. And I think that's what, this person wanted us to talk about was how do you do it? Why should we do it? And I mean, look, anytime you can eat vegetables, even over fruit, okay? Fruit is still sugar, right? I always tell people to use fruit as their sugar, right? So instead of eating cakes and cookies and cupcakes and all those types of things, eat fruit. But you don't want to be eating a lot of fruit because fruit still is sugar, right? Even though it's natural sugar. So, trying to keep the body healthy and doing more vegetables, doing more greens, and starting your day that way, with what Dr. Cruz said, the zippy breakfast, which is one of the recipes we have in our cookbook. But the cool thing about the zippy breakfast is that you can make it with any grain. It doesn't have to be jasmine rice. It could be brown rice. It could be quinoa. And the cool thing about it is whatever grain I make the night before for dinner, like let's say I made jasmine rice for dinner, I typically make a little bit extra, and you can keep it in a container, right? Put it away as leftovers, and then just get it out in the morning and just reheat it in a little pot with some water. And it takes, 2 minutes to reheat that. And then, like you said, adding the diced up tomatoes. I love using grape tomatoes in that situation, so as opposed to just the regular big Roma tomato. But sliced up grape tomatoes, the English cucumber it's really important. We switched to English cucumbers years ago because a lot of people, if you get the regular cucumber, you shave the skin off, and the skin is actually the most nutritious part of the cucumber. So you don't want to shave the skin. But it's also hard to digest. A regular cucumber skin is very difficult to digest, especially for people who have digestive issues. So if you switch to English cucumbers, those are the long, skinny cucumbers that are wrapped in plastic. Those are softer, and you can eat the skin on those a lot easier. So we'll dice those up real small, put those in. You can even add, like, to get your protein in the morning. Back to mommy and the beans.
Yes, you can.
We love adding a can of garbanzo beans or pinto beans, and those don't even need to be cooked. You can just take them right out of the can and just toss them right into the zippy breakfast. You could add avocado to that dish. Really, you can add any vegetable you want to that dish, but we try to keep it super simple with like cucumbers, tomatoes, and then garbanzo beans. And then, like you said, we just season it up with some sea salt and pepper and, a little bit of oil, olive oil, or the Bragg's aminos. Really makes for a really nice warm breakfast.
Yes.
Again, a lot of people don't think of vegetables being warm, especially in the morning, but a lot of people do like eating warm things in the morning for breakfast. So it becomes kind of like a substitute for oatmeal or cream of wheat or things like that. So that's a really nice breakfast for that. Like you mentioned, the avocado on toast.
Avocado on toast. It's a great way, in my opinion, like if you're listening to this and being like, this is crazy. I don't know that I could do this. You could. Okay. Yeah. Many people have done it, and you could start slowly transitioning, like maybe do an avocado toast, and with the avocado toast, you could decorate that up with little slices of tomato also, and put some sea salt on it. But that would be a nice way to transition in. But, like the zippy breakfast that we're talking about is a great option. Another thing that I always remember when our kids were younger, we had some friends from Kung Fu, and there was a sleepover at our place, and so we went to their house to take their son back. And I remember walking in to their house, and they were eating broccoli, like little broccoli florets that had already been steamed, and hummus. And I was so impacted by that, because they're like, oh yeah, every weekend we include this as part of our breakfast. So there's so much you can do. I mean, how easy is it to steam broccoli, chop it up and steam it, and then put it away in a container and have it there, have a thing of hummus, and just do that. So that's
any veggie like that.
Any veggie,
with
exactly.
Hummus that you like.
Any veggie.
Steamed. Yeah.
Another thing that we do a lot of, baking of sweet potatoes. All right. We bake a lot of sweet potatoes, and you can very easily take some sweet potatoes, chop them in half. I always take coconut oil and brush it on there, and then sprinkle sea salt on them, and then put them in a pan with some paraffin. Wait, is it paraffin?
Just the wax paper?
The wax paper. Well, not the wax paper.
Parchment paper,
parchment
or
paper.
wax paper, either one.
Put that on there, and then put your oven to 400 and bake them. And within 30 minutes, they're going to be baked. Unless they're like a really big potato, they may need a few minutes more. But you want to make sure you cut them in half. And then you pull those out of there. They smell so good.
They're like candy.
Yeah, they're like candy. And you don't need to put brown sugar on them. Cut them up into little cubes, put them in a bowl. And again, you can make an amazing breakfast. You can add garbanzo beans or any kind of bean to that. You can add some arugula to that. Avocado, season
cucumbers,
it up. Olive oil, sea salt, some pepper.
I like adding sun-dried tomatoes.
To
the sweet potatoes.
Yeah. So those are just some ideas, and we will do those in the morning, and then if you have leftovers, you eat it for lunch too. It's so good for you, so good for you, and actually quite easy to make any of those.
Yeah. So just trying to help people make better choices, make great choices to start their day. But start slow. If you're not used to eating that way, just do it once a week. Try to eat vegetables for breakfast once a week, and do that for a month. And then if that gets easy, do it twice a week, and then just increase it from there until every morning you're waking up craving vegetables for breakfast. That's the goal.
There you go. All right. And if you haven't connected with us, please connect with us. You can find us on our website, drlizcruz.com. We have a magenta color button on the homepage that you can click and schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult. And it's free. You could do it from anywhere because it's done over the phone. If you haven't rated us, please rate us. Give us a 5. It'll help other people to find us faster. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to our podcast, please subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next podcast.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.